Thank you so much for doing this interview. What are the key challenges faced by SUMMA and similar private sector organizations in engaging with Africa?
Thanks, Dan, and thanks for this opportunity. Actually, the main challenge for us is reaching out to the financing in a fast manner, which is a big dilemma for the moment for us. And it has been like that for some time because the speed of construction and the speed of delivery and speed of executing projects in the emerging markets such as African countries is already a challenge, but because of our speed, we are way ahead in terms of realization of the projects, whereas at the same time we are looking for the financing, which comes very late. So
Right.
that's creating a challenge for us.
So it's kind of a push and pull situation that you find
Absolutely.
yourself in. How can partnerships with African governments help speed that up and strengthen your work there?
Actually, people think that there are a lot of risks in doing business in Africa, but at the same time there are a lot of opportunities and big upside. So partnering with African governments is the way forward now because there are so much opportunities in public-private partnerships, concessions, build, operate, transfer schemes, which is the optimum way of collaborating with the governments these days.
What kind of innovative solutions are you hoping to find to help this financing?
Actually, we are looking into certain sectors like aviation, for instance, in airport concessions. We are keen to develop our edge, and we see a lot of opportunities in that because when you talk about an airport operation, which we've been doing a certain number of them so far, it's not only the aviation side. If you are creative and innovative enough, you can use that concession area to develop other things like data centers, like renewable energy, like real estate. So it's not only about airport operations, but also side benefits that you can bring to create some add value.
So you're clearly very optimistic about the future of doing business in Africa. Why is that?
Because that's the only continent which everything is needed for the moment. Everything needs to be developed. A lot of infrastructure is lacking. A lot of things are lacking that are existent in the developed countries. So there's a big need for basically everything and anything.
Right.
So that's why I see the market is huge. Population is growing. The average age is young enough to accommodate many needs, and manpower, human capital, you name it. I mean, it's everything.
In a few words, how would you explain why Africa is unstoppable?
No, because in the aging world, we see the young population growing so fast only in African continent. So all these people, they need to find jobs, they need to create jobs, they need all sorts of infrastructure, and whether you agree or not, I mean, this is the only continent with the most dynamic indicators. So in a nutshell, one way or the other, everyone will end up doing some business with Africa one day, to my opinion.
Absolutely. Why do you support the Global Africa Business Initiative? Why have you been such a strong supporter since the beginning?
First of all, this is a United Nations organization under the UN umbrella. They are functioning and they are very keen on selecting the right partners, selecting the right subjects, selecting the right participants into this event. And it's now a global event and everybody is recognizing. And during this United Nations Global Assembly Week, this is the best time to have everybody who is involved in the African business and global affairs. They are all gathered in New York, and I believe this is the best platform to exchange ideas and find partnerships and collaborate. And
do you think
so
this
far,
is an environment for doing business as well?
you find a lot of new people that are interested in the same field of business. So I think it's a great gathering and the right platform for
Great.
partnering up.
And John F. Kennedy challenged Americans to think not about what their country could do for them, but what they could do for their country. In a similar style, what are you going to do for Africa?
I think we are ready, and we have been ready for a long time, contributing to the African economy and the people's prosperity. So we are doing this as a, you can call it as a volunteer in a way. We are so excited and dedicated to see African countries develop, prosper, like the ones we have done in Senegal, like similarly in Rwanda, in Benin, Congo Brazzaville, Niger, Sierra Leone. I think we have been inputting so greatly, and we are seeing the results of the input we have so far provided by executing large infrastructure projects in very quick manner.
Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you. Thank you, Dan.
Great.